Yo, 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 everybody out there. Thanks for checking out the live stream. My name's Tim Trueheart, and here we go. What's up, everybody? Thanks for being here. Happy day. You look good. You are on point. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for checking out the live stream. We do it every 7 p.m. Every 7 p.m. Sunday through Friday. Here we are again. I'm not going to be doing the live stream tomorrow, FYI. There will be no live stream tomorrow, mañana. There will be no live stream on Thursday, the 16th of July. I'm not going to be available, and I will check you again on Friday. So no worries about that. Good stuff out there in the world. I hope you're doing well. I hope good things are happening for you. Good things are always happening for us as long as we keep our mind open, our hearts open, and available to the positive energy. So good day to you, my friend. I'm glad you're there. I'm glad you're out here. The live stream is all about improving our lives and growing spiritually, mentally, physically. That's what we're all about. And try to make it fun. It's about having a good time, and I want to know what your W is. Every day we start off with our W of the day. What is your W of the day? Please let me know in the live stream chat. FYI, the live stream is always more fun when you engage in the chat. So feel free to drop into the chat because it's going to be good for you to have fun. Boom. That's my Venmo right there. If you have extra cash and you want to hook me up, feel free. I would appreciate it so much. Now, today's topic for our live stream is art and focusing on art. I want you to know that art is a beautiful thing. If you're out there and you're an artist, I respect you. And I want you to know one thing. If you're out there and you think you're not an artist, you are. You are an artist. The thing about being an artist is most people haven't found their medium. That is my personal opinion. That is my theory. That is my belief. Most artists haven't found their medium. So you are an artist and you just haven't found your medium, your material. That's what I'm saying. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let me know what your material is, what your medium is in the chat or in the comment section at the end of this live stream, because I know you have one. I know you do. I know you're interested in something, and you have to sometimes change your point of view on what is art. Sometimes you have to change your point of view. So you may be very into cooking. That's art. There are people called chefs. They're culinary artists. You might like to clean your house and just rearrange the furniture. Hey, that's interior design. Well, it's interior decorating, and those are both similar. There's so many different things. If anything you do is physical, then that can be considered a kinetic art, a type of dance, a sport. It's an art. You're an artist. Don't sell yourself short. Don't take for granted your artistic abilities. They manifest themselves in many different ways. There is an art to living. There's even an art to living. And you are on that path, whether you like it or not, because you're listening to me. You're here. You're an artist. So you can live well. You know what those tenets are. You know how to live well. You do. You intellectually know how to live well. You fundamentally know how to live well. You understand what it is to be an artist. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, well, let me say this. Why is this guy talking all about art? What makes him qualified to talk about art? I'll tell you what makes me qualified to talk about art, because I said so. Because I said so. Because I believe that I am. And if you don't think that's good enough, I have a master's in interdisciplinary studies in studio art from Virginia Commonwealth University. I got it in 2009, 2010 or so. I can't even remember. It's been 10 years since I got my degree. So, with that being said, I know a thing or two, a couple of 1, 2 things about art. So I'll say this. I will say this. That makes me qualified. I'm not bragging here. I just want you to know where I come from. I also taught art for a number of years as a high school teacher, a middle school teacher. I taught elementary school. I've taught summer camps. I worked at a martial arts academy as an art educator. So I've done this. I know this. I've engaged in the arts for some time now. I write. I'm an avid writer. I write in a journal. I don't write. I haven't been writing as much lately, but I have written over. Oh gosh, I've written 750,000 words in a writing program that I've been doing called 750 Words. So I'm definitely into writing. Uh, do that on a regular basis, and yeah, these are some of the things that I do. So I write comedy. I am actually going to get back into writing just about art and from a critical standpoint, and I'm going to do it from the inside out. So I'm going to look over my work, critique the work of others, and work on my own sensibility. It's going to take me some time to find my place when it comes to that, but what's going to happen is when you really start to figure out what you like and what you think is interesting about art, then you're going to have this opinion. And this opinion can help you to assess other things and see, like, what are the qualities of it? Are they using the elements of art? Are they using the principles of design? You get into it. What are they communicating? What is the content about? What's the medium? Yes, these are all things that you can start to really assess once you actually put yourself into a place where you are being a viewer, you're being a observer, and you're making these critical thinking, critical thoughts. You're making these connections mentally. Do this. Do this for yourself. I spent the last the better part of the last week going through paperwork and art supplies and things like that and organizing it. And I can tell you that I have more to do, but I've done quite a bit of this, and I'm really starting to get some progress here. It's making me feel great. One of the biggest things about focusing on art that I think you and anybody who does it would benefit from is truly keeping a sketchbook. It's difficult. It's difficult to keep a sketchbook, but goodness gracious, if you can keep a sketchbook and you can maintain one of those and build off of that, that is a major scaffolding to becoming a great artist. Just having a sketchbook. I find it easier to maintain a sketchbook or a journal as a writer than I do as a visual artist. And I think it's like I'm just so much more verbal in my personality. But that's why maybe I like to do live streams and podcasts. Anyway, that the thing is that I got a little fruit fly flying around here, distracting me in the middle of my live stream. Goodness, I didn't get him. So, sketchbook, big deal, big deal. Something that you wanna keep, and you wanna fill up a sketchbook. And when you fill that thing up, you want to start a new sketchbook. And when you start that new one, you want to take a few moments at the very least to look at your completed sketchbook. You look at this sketchbook and you say, like, what have I done in here? What are these themes? What are these ideas? What are these things that I've improved on? What am I thinking? And you take those answers that you've gotten, and then you bring them into the next sketchbook. You can see this great evolution over time of what you're doing and like what you're achieving. It's amazing. It really is something to be it's something to be valued really. Just the opportunity to see this like continuum of growth and to see this like stuff just happening. I really think that it's it's just odd that so few people engage in that. They don't engage in like drawing and writing, and I just don't seem to I don't get it. I don't get why people don't do it more. It's like I know there's lots of different types of people. I can't fully wrap my head around why I'm the guy that has to. I'm the guy that likes to do the visual art, I guess, and the creative. I'm the creative. So when I see people that aren't, I miss out. I feel like wanting for them to have that experience, and I I would hope that they could enjoy that because it's so good for them to be able to yeah, use that, because when you focus on art, you get an opportunity to really get in touch with your feelings, your thoughts, your center, your spirituality, and you can go through this cathartic phase where you are really lightening yourself. You need to lighten your being. You want to lighten your being as much as you can. To be light is a good thing. The world will it'll knock you down, and it'll knock you down to your knees, and it'll try to take everything from you that it possibly can. And if you don't have a mechanism or to handle that, you're going to be you're going to be in to take a line from the Big Lebowski, you're going to be in a world of pain. So so the idea is to give yourself some sort of escape valve, some way to like depressurize that stress. That's what we want. That's what we want from our art, our art. I I want you to know that yesterday what I was talking about was about your best and how your best will move from one place to another. It's like I guess it's like a constantly moving target. It's like a bullseye. Your best is like this ever changing thing, and when you when you have the ability to actually work on your visual art on a regular basis, then you can get this honed in sense of where you're going to be going and where you're coming from. That's the thing. That's the thing that I think people really miss out on this when they're trying to build and create art and they're starting out. The one thing that you really want to do, and when I say the one thing, I simply mean that as like a figure of speech. There's many things that you got to do. One thing well, I keep saying one thing. You have to keep going and making a lot of work, and you must be willing to make a lot of work in a very introductory kind of way. So if you're gonna do a show and you plan on having 12 pieces in that show, I think you need to make something upwards of 30, 36 pieces. And of those 36 pieces, then you're going to choose the best 12 of those pieces that communicate this concept. And what I mean by this concept is when you make these 30 pieces of art, there should be an idea, a theme, an emotion, an energy, an aesthetic. There's these things that you're trying to you're getting these things out. You're moving these things out. So you make all this work now using one of those avenues. Not to mention like the principles of design. Ha! Hey, absolutely. What's up, EJ? Thanks for checking it out, man. I really appreciate it. It really can. It really can apply to that too. So you've made all of this work, and it's got some sort of, I'm just going to say the word vibe to it. Whether that's the material you use, the colors you use, the emotion that you put into it. It's got a quality to it, a je ne sais quoi. So you got all this stuff. It's in there, and now you're starting to chisel it down to this place where you've got a smaller, more stronger group of cohesive work. That will then be what you're presenting to the viewer. Now, the whole problem is that a lot of people that when they want to make art, they're not willing to just be bad and make a lot of bad work. They're not. They're not willing to do that. And because they're not willing to make a lot of bad work, they limit their ability to get good work. It's simple. It's simple. Like, you must be bad to be good. You have to be bad to be good. And when a child is growing up, for example, child's growing up and they are drawing, they're in like elementary school. It usually happens sometime around third or fourth grade. And they get this weird comparative thing going on where they compare their work next to another child's work, one of the classmates of theirs, and the other classmate, if they're better than their classmate, it's actually good for the kid. But if their classmate is better than them, that will actually retard their ability to grow, and it can actually cause it to completely stall and stagnate. And the thing about art is, if you don't work on your abilities to become a better like artist in any way, you won't get better. It's like that with a lot of things, but you can kind of like communicate pretty well even if you don't read all the time, if you speak all the time. But you can't get better at drawing if you don't draw. And you will conceptually, in a way, you won't draw certain things in certain ways, but have you ever seen an adult draw a picture of something and it looks like a kid did it? It's because they haven't drawn since they were a kid. That's what I'm saying. So you can actually see it with like a lot of successful stand-up comedians that got successful when they were a bit younger. They don't develop adult-style speech. They don't, and there's a difference between speaking like a politician and speaking like a layperson. They're not even like a layperson. They're like they have a good ability to communicate, but they don't speak like an adult. That's my point. There's like an adult layperson. There's a stand-up comedian, and then there's like a politician or a news reporter. It's really got that communication down. Yeah, that's what you want to be. And then there's people like, imagine like a sports broadcaster. That's an amazing level of communication ability because they're communicating about like specific topic very quickly with this wide knowledge base, and then they're also doing it professionally. Oh man, sports broadcasters, great. But this is my point. My point is if you don't work on these certain things, you won't ever get to that point, and a lot of people can't put up with being shitty. They don't want to be bad. They don't want to suck. You gotta suck, man. Yeah, and I don't mean that that sounds so gross, right? You gotta suck, man. But no, you don't have to be. You don't have to be terrible. You're gonna, because this is the thing. How do you suck? How do you suck and then get better? You always do your best. If you're always doing your best, then you have honor and integrity, and you will finish every piece with satisfaction in yourself. And when you know that you've given it your 100%, as you're really trying, then will you won't feel bad about your efforts, even if your efforts aren't great. And the thing is, you won't get better unless, like, you'll get better faster if you give it 100%. Like some people won't give it 100% because, gosh, it's like they're afraid to give it 100% because if they give it 100%, it won't, and they're bad, it still won't be that good. It will be as good as it can be. It can be no better than that. And if you give it 100%, it will be better. But they don't want to give it 100% because they don't like the pain of going through hard times. I miss you, my friend. I miss you. I miss you, Chingadiculous. I miss you, Dud Buddy. Jacob, thanks for coming out to check out the live stream, man. I really appreciate it. I'm going deep on some art talk, straight up. So that's the problem, and that's the problem that a lot of and I know you know it as comedians. So I got some comedians in the live chat here. People don't want to be bad, and that's why they can't be good. That was one of my first points that I wanted to just make. They don't want to be bad, so then they can't get good, and that's the. If you can't do that, you're never gonna be able to ascend. It's Yeah, it's literally like comedy 101. It's art 101. It's sports 101. It's life 101. But for some reason, I think that because people are doing art and they feel like, oh man, I'm putting out my ideas. This is all me, man. This is coming from my heart and my gut and my head, and I put it out there, man. And I put it out there, and I had to get on that stage, and I had to, stand up in front of all those people, and I should just be given. I should just be given the feedback that I deserve by my own estimation. No. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It's like, okay, so like I made a whole bunch of artwork and I put it on canvas, or I made it out of clay and I put it on pedestals, and I call people and they come and they look at it and they don't like it, even though I put 100% into it. Hey, you know what? Art is subjective, yo. It is subjective. If you don't want yourself to be assessed in that way, like if you think that because you did really, like, you put everything into it, that you should be getting all the love, then you might want to try sports. You might want to try sports because it's a lot more concrete. You know, that do that concrete stuff, because it's like you are faster than him. You dunked on him. You scored more points. At the end of the fourth quarter, this team had more points. Sports might be more your thing, or that's actually what I think for a lot of people. Yeah, it's earned. It's not given. You don't just get it. You don't just get it, and then because you did it. That's the one of the most enduring things I find from most artists in general, and successful artists and successful people, is that you can actually perceive their humanity through their art. I've seen people that are not the best, but they really excel, and they excel faster than other people who may be technically better than them. But the reason they excel is because they are permeating this quality that's in them. And when people have these innate qualities in them, they seem to resonate with the viewer. And those same people that are like that, guess what? For some reason, they also seem to, at the end of the day, eventually be better anyway because of those same qualities. They get in there and they work because they have that personality trait anyway. So then at the end of the day, even if they're not that good in the beginning, they get there. They get there. The, the world of performing arts is not for people with a weak ego. Absolutely. The world of performing arts is not the world. The world is not for people with weak egos. It's so funny. It's so funny, right? The world of performing arts is not for people with a weak ego. That's gold. The world of performing arts, and the world in general, people with weak egos. And then the craziest thing is sometimes these people with weak egos, they get into these positions of power. What happens when somebody with a weak ego gets into a position of power? Oh, I think we kind of know what happens there. Don't like it. Let me adjust my light just a tad. Okay. Got to be tenacious. Got to work your ass off. So true. Yeah, you're not just gonna get the spoils. You got to work hard, and that's one of those things. Like when I talk about writing, I go and I sit there and I write a whole lot of stuff, and then from all that I write, I take what I think is best and I take that to the stage. And then before I even get on the stage, I have like 10 jokes that I want to try, right? Which is a lot to go to any place with. I'm ready, man. I got bullets. I got bullets, yo. And I'm coming to the fight with bullets. And before I even get on the stage with my bullets, because these are their weapons, they're daggers, whatever you want to call them, right? I'm already going through that list. And I'm still scratching shit off. You know, I had stuff I had stuff I wrote. I edited it. I took it with me. Then I edited it again that day. Then I get on stage and I do it. And then out of those, not even many of those work. But of those that worked, then I punch those up, and then the other ones I punch up anyway. And that's what I'm doing. And these people coming out, and they're not even doing that. And it's like how could I not? How are you going to beat somebody who is more tenacious than you, and who is doing more work, and who is willing to be bad? That's like, oh, you're not going to do it over here. You're not. And the other problem is you got to make a lot of work. You got to make a lot of work, because when you look back at all this work that you've made, now you have something to look at. Because people are like, what's your voice? You're not going to know your voice if you don't speak. You will never know the sound of your own voice if you don't speak your words. Say some shit. Make some shit. Start getting an idea. But yeah, I can't believe people come out and they start saying like, this is what I'm all about. This is what I'm all about. And I'm like, I guess, dude. I mean, how long you been writing comedy for? How long you been painting pictures for? How long have you been making glass or ceramic or collage or any of this shit? How long have you been doing any of this shit for? And you know what you're all about already? Because I'll tell you, I've been going through these binders and these books for a minute, and I have a fucking theme, and I have like an idea of the things that I communicate. But it's taken me years and years to do that, and I'm actually like, oh shit, I'm actually a little bit further in directions than I thought I was. But because I'm looking at my goddamn work, I want to show you this, just for you to see it. Oh fuck. These are my notebooks. These are my notebooks, okay? That's my shit, right? I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm gonna put it back down. I got all my notebooks sitting right there, okay? So those are just my notebooks. There's two more whole entire just carrying things filled with material and more notebooks. I go through those notebooks and I edit those some bitches down, and I make jokes like. And you build, man. You build from that. Let me see what you got here. I'm sorry, I get a little excited, man. I'm getting excited in this live stream. My homie's got an America's Got Talent dressed up as a chicken doing a bunch of crappy chicken puns. He didn't shit that out his ass. He spent over 6 months working on that 1 minute set. Oh, snap. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, I've seen that kind of stuff is awesome. Yeah, but this is the thing. I bet that chicken thing is dope. I bet it's good. I'm sure it's good. I couldn't imagine that it's not good if he's really, really working it. Yo, what's up, Chris? Thanks for checking out the live stream, Killa. I'm just glad you're here. We're talking about art. We're going deep on the art subject today. Yeah, so this is the one thing that I also want to talk about within the world of art. It's creativity. So the idea of creativity is this really odd thing, and this is where your creativity. This is the thing I think about creativity, and I want to, and it's actually just folds right back into the last point I made. Okay, creativity comes from a couple of different places. The one thing about the creativity is, and I'm going to use some references from some other things. I think that EJ, you might know about this one. This is steal like it's like the art of stealing. It's some book. I recommended the book to you. How to steal like a pro. What the fuck is the name of the book? Yeah. So that book is excellent. Also, like even Pablo Picasso talked about this. You're jacking other people's stuff. You're looking at somebody's material. You're looking at somebody's work, and you're taking that. You're taking the things that you like about it, and you're synthesizing it. You are using everything that you like, and that is your inspiration. And that is how you become more, like, your creativity is based off of everybody around you and everything that you let into you. That's one thing. I'm going to put that right here. Boom. That's one thing for creativity. It comes from right here. Another part of being creative is actually, this was the point from before, making a ton of material, making a ton of work. That will allow creativity. If you only make one thing, you're not going to do it creatively. I mean, it can be creative, but there's just one of them. You need to make many, many, many things. And when you make many things, you are making slight adjustments to each one of many pieces. And then what happens is, after the third, fourth, fifth, if you make a series of 12 pieces, each piece has to be slightly different. Of those 12 pieces, 3 or 4 of the 12, that's 33% new stuff, different stuff. That's where the creativity is. It's out there. It's taking one setup from one thing that you like, and then it's taking a punchline from another thing you like, and it's putting those two things together. That's creativity. I'm taking some of this over here, I'm taking some of that over there, and now I'm making lots and lots of different permutations of the same idea. That's creativity. It's also sitting in the pocket. And those are two ways. Those are two ways. One is looking at other people's stuff, taking it, synthesizing it, changing it a little bit. One is making one joke or one piece of art and making subtle differences to it many, many, many times. That's creativity. Another way is to create one piece and go for a long, long, long time. Time under tension is what I'll call it. So you're writing, and you write for not even 1,000 words isn't even enough, man. 1,000 words, if you're going to do a writing session, it's just touching the surface. It's just touching the surface. I start getting funny at 680 words. I've said it before. I write 750 words, a stream of consciousness. Humorous shit comes out at about 680. You start getting glints of funny shit. 1,000 words, boom. Now you're starting to, okay, now we got a premise here, a real concept. You got to write 2,000, 4,000 words. Sit down for a full hour stream of consciousness. You're going to be tired at the end of this shit. That's where the creativity is going to come. And it's going to way out on a branch at the end of it. It's the fruit that's way out at the end of the branch. That's where the creativity is. Third way to get to your creativity. That's what it is. And the other one, a lot of people don't like doing this shit. Talking to another artist that you like, that you respect. And talking back to them, and then letting them share with you, and not blocking their opinions of your work, because then you get another point of view. Because you don't know what you are. You only have an idea of what you are. Other people see you as you are, right? You can't be the you that's inside of you. There's a barrier. That's like the whole body thing. You can't be the you that's inside of you. And that thing that you're trying to perceive, that you think you're perceiving from you, there's a gap there. There's a gap there. What you think you're projecting, right? What's inside of you, what you think you're projecting, motherfuckers don't see that. They see some other shit that you can't grasp. That's why you got to listen to your material, look at your material, and be so goddamn objective about it. But that's why you should talk to people. Some people don't talk to anybody. You got to be fucking good. You got to be really goddamn good and really, really objective to not talk to anybody about your shit at all ever. I just want to say that. I mean, I'm not telling like anybody specifically that, but in general, that's what I think. I know Joe Rogan talks to people about what the fuck is going on with his material. I don't think he does it a lot, and I think he does it with specific people, but he has to do it. He has to talk to Tom Segura a little bit here and there. He also, I think he gets ideas from people as far as process is concerned. But I don't think he like says, I need help with a punchline. No. I think he's more, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Steal Like an Artist, fantastic book. Steal Like an Artist, that's the book. That's some of the creativity stuff right there. Okay, so then how do we optimize our art? How do we optimize it? Okay, so I want to make it so that I can be better at making art. So you are an instrument, right? So as an instrument, what you need to do is you need to make sure that your instrument is as well tuned as it can be. So I recommend a bunch of different things. Okay, this comes down to like health, and specifically your physical health and your mental health. Now, there's a big silly idea that you will not be as funny if you are super mentally healthy. It's a fallacy. It's completely erroneous. All right, the healthier you are, the funnier you will be. Now, I will say this: if shit is fucked up in your life, you will not be funny. You will be depressed. You might get really funny concepts, really good gallows humor, and really good shit like that, but it's not going to be as, it's not going to come as fluidly as if shit is on point in your life. When you're not worried about a whole bunch of stuff, you have more emotional and mental space to be creative. So the idea is to get your shit together and then enjoy being an artist. It's going to be hard to be a good artist when shit's fucked up. That's the thing. Like it's like if you feel like you have issues, you must work on your issues. You must work on your personal issues. If you feel like you are skinny, you must lift weights. If you feel like you are fat, you must lose weight. If you feel like you have a fucking food idiosyncrasy issue where you get these weird compulsive behaviors, you gotta fucking work on them. And those things that you have issues with, you abide by your senses. You say, man, I fucking have a problem with this shit, and you fucking approach it. And you go towards the solution, and you try to overcome that. And when you do that, what that will do is that will make you, just the attempt to try to be better will make you feel better. And you will be better. You will be better because you're attempting. Just the attempt, get 1% better, 2% better. The same shit I was talking about earlier. You have to just keep trying and doing it. And because you're getting better and because you're pushing it, you'll make progress and you'll feel good, and that creates enthusiasm. And you need enthusiasm. You need enthusiasm that the things that you're doing are giving you real benefits. You must believe. You have to cultivate a sense of belief in yourself. And you have to do that by doing the things that are central to you internally. If you really work on your internal issues and you really try to overcome your internal issues, then what's going to happen is that you are going to start to manifest more positive behaviors. And those behaviors will resonate in every aspect of your life. You can't tell me that if you lose 5 pounds, you won't feel better about yourself. So if you feel better about yourself, don't you think you'll be seeing things differently? The things that you do when you're 5 pounds lighter are like some level better than when you're not. The ideas, the thoughts, the things that you're doing are better. You must work on your issues that will make you a better artist. You have to you can't, okay, this is the thing. If you think it's okay what you do, then it's not a problem. Okay, understand that. You can like to watch lesbian porn, or you can like to jerk off to feet. You can really like to watch like The Walking Dead, and you've seen the same episode, and you're like, man, I really love episode 6 on season 4, and you watch that shit like 4 times in a row, and you like doing that. If you think that's okay, it's okay if you really do. But if you think that you have an issue, any type of issue, you must work on it. That is your burden as an artist, as a man, as a king, as a warrior, as a lover. You got to work on those goddamn issues because you know that there are other artists out there that are doing their due diligence. They are. And this is the thing. I'm not saying you're in competition with them. I'm not saying you're in competition with those other artists. Because you're in competition with yourself. You know that I was going to say that. You're in competition with yourself. You don't have to beat those guys. You have to beat the weakness inside of you, or those women, or those whoever they are. Because that's the thing. You don't want to. You don't want to like beat them. It's not about beating somebody. It's about being the best in you. And you see the best in them, and you want that for yourself. So that's the other thing. Like, if you see somebody and they're doing well, you can't get that, ugh, I want to be better than them. I'll show them I'm going to get more laughs than them. Or I'm going to get a gallery show, and it's going to be a solo show. It's not going to be a group show. And, like, all this kind of stuff. It's like, no. No, 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 no. You got to see that person, and they have to be, if they need to be inspiring you and motivating you. If you're getting different thoughts than that, now, from time to time, that stuff's all right. Okay? From time to time, it's okay. That's natural. There's a certain level of that low-level fuckery we all engage in. It's fine. But when that thing becomes when you notice that that's a thing, that's a trope, that's an ethic, that's a problem. It cannot be that way. Like before the quarantine, I stopped groups of comics that I would be talking to from talking shit about people. Because I knew myself that it was not going to cultivate a good sense within the community, within people that would overhear. I don't want to be in this group of people that are talking shit about another artist or producer or gallery owner or nothing. I don't want to be in that circle because guess what? If anybody else in that circle sees you talking shit, they'll be talking shit about you, and they'll be engaging in it. And if you're the one to squash that shit, then everybody heard you squash that shit. If you step out of there, then you're not a part of it either. But I would be like more willing to squash any shit talking about somebody else as well, from a networking standpoint, and from a social emotional standpoint, and from an artistic ethereal standpoint. Can't be talking shit. Negative attitudes is not going to help you with your fucking creativity, not going to help you with your goddamn work. Also, okay. Fast. Wake up, don't eat. Just drink water. Just drink water, dog. That's all you're doing. All day. All day. By about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, promise you, you're going to be thinking clear. Clear. Start writing. Write first thing in the morning. Chill. Look at the news. Go for a nice long walk. Don't eat. Clean. Clean your place. Get shit out of there. Throw stuff away. You take this object, you look at it, you throw it away if you don't want it. Start cleaning and just drinking that water. Later on in the afternoon, you're going to have such clear thoughts when you start lightening your load, not putting food in your body, letting your body digest what's inside of it, letting the sugar just get used, just taken out of your muscle tissue, just the glycogen just being metabolized. And then you're gonna give yourself this opportunity to have, I truly believe, better ideas. I truly believe it. If you fast, I've said this before. I think that fasting once a week is good. 1 day a week, if you can fast, that's going to be good for you mentally. That day, and it's gonna have positive effects for a while. And also, what it does is it helps you to appreciate You need to foster your appreciation of things. Foster your appreciation. So when you foster your appreciation, what happens is now you're gonna when you do eat, oh my god, that food's gonna taste better. That food's gonna taste better. The experience will be greater. You need to make these basic experiences more grand. They're not grand. But the thing is, historically, food has been like, man, I get to eat food. When you can make food an experience that's great, that God, man, that's what you need. That get back to being a person. Get yourself back to being a person. Don't you think you'll make better art that way? If you just you're always full, motherfucker. You're always full, right? Be hungry. Be hungry. When you're hungry and then you get to eat, you have gratitude. Gratitude, yo. Don't like when you get on stage and you say, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm happy to be here." Be happy to be there. Some people are not happy to be there. This is my third set, my fifth set, blah blah blah. I did 10 sets this week. Man, you get a chance to be doing what you want to do. You should be happy to be there. Happy to tell a couple of jokes. Happy to have somebody even look at your painting. Have somebody even listen to you talk. God, man, hanging out with your friends. Hanging out with friends. I mean, people are going to be so happy when this shit is over to hang out with friends. I have one buddy that I hang out with. One buddy that I hang out with. I go to his house and he cooks food sometimes for us. And then another time I went out and had a beer with another friend. That barely, man. Barely. There's motherfuckers in jail that ain't going to get out of jail for 10 years, you guys. They ain't going to get out of jail for 10 years. When those motherfuckers are their dick is rock hard the minute they sign the parole paper, dog. The minute that fucking that shit opens and they get off and they're just on probation, dog. They're going straight. They're still on probate, right? That motherfucker's dick is hard as a rock. That motherfucker's going to appreciate fucking. You understand me? Don't say, oh, he's been in jail, man. He's been having sex in jail, dog. Stop it. Stop it, damn you. You guys are freaks. You got to appreciate stuff. I'm sitting here ranting for an hour, man. It's crazy. Let's look at some weird shit. I got some weird shit to show you guys. We were focusing on art. That was our focus. Here we go. Alright. Because this has been a lot of fun, but I need to show you some other stuff. There's so much to look at. Okay, so I don't know. Since we were talking about art earlier, I thought this would be interesting to check out. Come on, some bitch. Okay, so basically, I don't know if you know about this Banksy. Banksy's like a super famous English graffiti artist. I love graffiti art. So he put all this artwork up in the London Underground, and motherfuckers didn't like it. Here, we'll take it from the top. That's Banksy right there. Banksy is white. He's got it looking like he's a COVID dude. He's a stencil artist. The mouse was sneezing. He's telling that guy to go away. Yo, somebody's videotaping him being a vandal. That's great. Oh, shit. The masks are parachutes. The masks are like parachutes. And look, he's got hand sanitizer. The thing had hand sanitizer. I get locked down. But I get up again. Okay. So people didn't like that, apparently. They did not like Banksy's... they didn't like Banksy's work, man. They thought it was... they felt some type of way about it. I'm not sure what they had an issue with. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was pretty novel. But then again, you know, I enjoy graffiti art, so I can't really speak on it exactly. Let me switch this up for you. Boom. Let's see what... Let's see what else we got. We got a lot of good shit, man. I prepared a lot for this episode. Um, yeah, this is so funny. Yeah, there's a ton of good shit. And you guys, I want you to know I really appreciate you checking out the live stream. It really means a lot to me. I I need it. I need love. I'm giving love. Oh, dude, this is kind of funky. I like this, and this is basically because I'm from DC. So I don't know if this is I don't know if this is like something that most people would be interested in, but I find it to be very interesting. So yeah. So this is the star basketball player for the Washington Mystics, and her name's Ella Della Donna. Elena Della, and she takes 64 pills a day to treat Lyme disease after her opt-out request was denied. So she did not want to play this season because of like whatever, like COVID, I guess. And I didn't really go into this a lot, but she battles Lyme disease. She revealed that her request for a medical exemption from playing in the 2020 season was denied by league physicians. This is the reason I think they denied it, because she's a dope player and they need her playing. She scores like 50 fucking points a game. Not that that's a little bit of a exaggeration, but she's one of the best players in the WNBA. Dopamine detox. Meh, Banksy Spanksy. Dopamine detox. Dopamine detox is a great idea. I absolutely agree with the dopamine detox. All right, so Della Donna. Oh God, if you guys aren't familiar with this comedian, I don't know how you want to say it. Don't get mad. Just this lady is she's somebody that I really appreciate as a comedian and as a character. So we're gonna check out this butt face online here. This is a real butt nugget. So let's take a look at this butt nugget right here. Okay, guys, enjoy this butt fart. Fart face.
Well, I managed to get to my local market. Plenty of Goya products here. Trying some that I know are going to be great, and some for the first time. Like, if this cilantro turns out to be as excellent as I think it's going to be, this alone is worth the trip.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second. I just wanted to look at his face. Make America great again. Look at his hat. You see his hat? He doesn't look like a bad guy.
Thank you, Goya. Well, I managed to get to my local market.
Okay, he's just corny. This guy's just corny. Okay. Okay, I thought he was being racist, honestly. Um okay, watch this and tell me if you still think I'm pretending to buy Goya products. Okay, so this guy's being facetious, right? So he's not buying no Goya shit because you know what? He doesn't like Mexicans because he's wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat. All right, he's being super ironic. Whoa, so funny. So this is what my pal Jessica Curson said. She says, "I bet if I farted in this guy's face, I could blast him out of the country." That's what she said. I loved it. I love Jessica Curson. If you guys don't know who Jessica Curson is, she's super awesome. She was on the show Crashing. She was on Crashing. Really awesome comedian. She follows me. I follow her. I like that. I hope one day I hope to open for her. Oh shit! This is what do I got here? What do I got here? What else do we got? This is some. Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, this shit's terrible right here. We're gonna check this out. I don't know if you're familiar with this crap. Okay, so this is. Can I blow it up? There we go. Okay, we got some leaked drone footage of. God damn it! It's shackled and blindfolded people that are. Look at them, yo! They are shackled and blindfolded. This is happening in. Yeah, they're being led from trains. So this German person posted it. I don't know what exactly is going on. I do not know exactly what's going on here, but all them people are shackled and blindfolded, and that's gangster. It's just gangster. Don't. It's happening somewhere. Fucking, I'm not sure. This is the thing. I needed to do a little bit more research on that before I just threw it up online. Um, yeah, the guy who posted it. He said he is. He said even as a German, I'm appalled. I thought that was funny as shit. I thought that was hilarious. How could you even? How could you even do that? Reuters. What? Twitter silences some verified accounts after a wave of hacks. Oh yeah, you know Elon Musk's Twitter got hacked, and so did Bill Gates's. Somebody else, Bill Gates, Elon Musk. Who else? Yeah, a bunch of these dudes. Among those affected, founder Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Apple, Uber, yeah, uh, Elon Musk. Yeah, as I said before, that's some shite, mate. That's some shite. Yo, verified accounts are getting hacked, man. What's up for your account? Is somebody gonna hack your shit? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I sure hope not. They don't hack my shit. I don't got nothing going on, dude. I don't have anything going on. Oh, this is some gangster shit. Okay, yeah, this is some shit that's gonna really upset you. It's not even a moment of gab. I know you don't like a moment of gab, everyone. So I'm not really doing them. Okay, so this was from TikTok. So basically, this guy is getting he's been pulled over by the police, and I'm just gonna play it from there. I haven't watched it yet. I heard it was bad though.
All right, you're gonna get your ass whooped in front of fucking Lord and all creation. I'm gonna give you one more chance. You can bring that with you. I'll let you film the whole thing. No, I'm giving you a chance. I'm giving you a chance.
Look at this. He's got a seatbelt on, by the way. Seatbelt's off now. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? Did you see that? Already suspended? Already suspended? Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Understood. Understood. All right, almost done here, guys. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Okay, cool. You know what? You know what, guys? We made it. We almost made it. We got to do one more thing. One more thing. We're going to do our word of the day, and then we're going to be out of this puppy. What's our Urban Dictionary word of the day? Do we have a new one? What the hell, man? Okay, here we go. And yes. Yes, here we go. Pongos. Pongos is the word of the day. British slang dating from the mid to late 19th century, meaning soldiers. Soldiers were not popular at this time, as Kipling's poem Tommy shows. The word itself stems from expressions used by comedians in theaters and music halls to get a cheap laugh. The two that are most commonly quoted are, "Where the army goes, the pong goes," or "When the wind blows, the pong goes." Pong meaning smell. This quickly became pongos, meaning soldiers, and soldiers plural, and pongo, meaning an individual. Another possible explanation is that the soldiers were being likened to a large, hairy, smelly ape called a pongo. The expression is still used in, although not common, confined mainly to those who saw service in World War II or Korea, very few now, who did national service in Britain while this was still compulsory. Ambulance chasing lawyers seeking compensation for terrorists still see soldiers as pongos. Pongo is the word of the day. British slang. I'm feeling the British slang, aren't you? All right, what the fuck else do we got? Yesterday we did eggs Danny Thomas style. That was hilarious. Um, we need a nude one. What's this? LNI. Okay. Okay. This is LNI. Late night immerger. Imager. Late night imager. A period of time each night in which people on Imager.com, a popular image uploading website, post up some of the oddest and most unusual pics they can find slash create on the internet. I saw some fucked up shit on LNI, man. Late night imager. Okay. Imgur. Imager. It's called Imager, goddammit. I'm saying it right. Fuck it. All right, what else we got? Pointy elbows. Let's go. Oh, witch's kiss. Let's do witch's kiss, and then we'll call. We'll get the hell out of here. Witch's kiss. Witch's kiss. When you're sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and your penis touches the underside of the toilet where all the pubic hair and pee is, ooh, and thus getting the witch's kiss. This can happen when you get a boner or if you're just hung. I was watching porn the other day while taking a shit. I got a witch's kiss. I'm glad you gave me head after I got a witch's kiss. I felt dirty. Oh God, this is terrible, man. This is stupid, dude. This shit is stupid, man. What the fuck? Okay, what's the hanky code? God damn it, I'm getting into this. Okay, hanky code. Hanky code, what does it mean and where did it come from? We're gonna find out. Hanky code. Wearing a colored hanky to identify sexual preferences within leather or BDSM community. The color dictates your interests. Black, pain games, whipping. Dark blue, effing. Brown, shit. Gray, bondage. Red, fisting. White, wanking. Yellow, piss. Which pocket is also important. Left equals top, right equals bottom. Hey Jimmy, why does Paulie have a red hanky in his right pocket? Oh no. Oh, that? He just wants some guy to stick his fist in his ass. That's his hanky code. Mike, well, why do you have a brown one in your left pocket? Jimmy, go away. Oh, dude. Dude. Hanky code. Did you guys know about this? Did you guys know about this? This is ridiculous. All right. All right. It's more than an hour we've been doing this. This live stream was all about art, being artistic and all that good stuff. And it was also about some weird stuff that we pulled up at the end to be silly and funny. This was live stream 74. It was a whole lot of fun. There will be no live stream tomorrow. There will be another live stream on Friday at 7 p.m. Maybe, probably. Yeah, I'll probably do it Friday. I'm not doing Thursday. I'm taking Thursday off. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody, for checking it out. I really appreciate you. And you guys all rock. Remember, if you're feeling depressed, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Depression will come. Depression will go. You are awesome. I love you guys so much. Thank you very much. Take care. And peace.